What's up, everybody? This is Kenny here, getting things going for tonight, getting this interview going. And I think I am joined with my guest, Krystal King. And there she is. What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me today.
So, we seen each other before this past summer.
hmm
You was at Lexington at a place called Jay Wenders.
Yeah,
And that was part of a busy night for me, obviously. So
you were
I,
show that night.
yeah, I went to another show later that night. And so how are you feeling? Uh,
Yeah, feeling great today. Just got done a little bit of Christmas shopping and um, getting started early on that.
okay, awesome, awesome. So we're gonna get to your busy year. You've been on tour. You have got some things in the works. You got the Indiegogo thing campaign going on. We'll get to that in just a bit as well. Um, how did you get started into music?
You know, I think it's kind of just been like in my bones from since I was a little kid. I fell in love with country music, found it on the radio. My parents, I mean, they kind of liked country music, but they didn't listen to it a whole lot. And my mom had a little toy guitar, and I'd always like sing Shania Twain songs and Alan Jackson, and um, just kind of always said I wanted to be a country singer. And I don't think it was till I was a little older that I actually started taking guitar lessons, writing music. But it's kind of just something I've always loved.
Who doesn't like Shania Twain? Um, she
Right.
she's like a fine wine. Um, she gets better with age. It's just something about her mystique, her longevity, and just still being able to do this after all these years. She's been around since the 90s, from my understanding.
Yeah.
Um, Kind of makes me feel old. Well, not old, but I'm in my late 30s. So I guess it ain't too bad. Uh,
No,
so
not
so as far as you mentioned those two, as far as what was the one, what was that turning point when you was like, this is exactly what I wanted to do? Was it a show that you went to? Was it a song that you wrote? What was that point that made you say, this is, I was brought on this earth to do this?
so I was like I said, I always kind of said I wanted to do that. And in high school, I learned guitar, I started playing a few gigs, and I still had the desire and want to do that. But um, just the logical side of me, I went to college, I studied music therapy, graduated, got a job. And about a year into the job, I was like, I love this job, I enjoy this, but I still just have that desire to actually really pursue my music career. So about that time, I got engaged, and me and him were talking about where we wanted to live. And I was just I was like, I kind of still want to do the Nashville thing. Um, and actually, I kind of remember hearing um, the song Either Way by Chris Stapleton when I was driving. And I was kind of like thinking and trying to make our decision if we were really going to do this and go to Nashville. And that's like just such a heart-wrenching song. And I just remember kind of being like, you know what, I want to write songs like that, like I want to do this. So and then we made the move about 4 years ago.
Okay, from my understanding, you are originally from North Carolina.
I am, yes.
So where in North Carolina are you from?
Hickory, I don't know if you know where that is, but
No.
it's called Hickory, North Carolina. It used to be known for furniture. It was a big furniture capital. It's about, like, if you're heading from Nashville, you drive through Knoxville and then you hit Asheville. It's like an hour down the mountain from Asheville. So it's just right in the foothill area.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. The furniture capital of the world. Okay.
Not anymore. So it's been outsourced now, but it used to be, yeah, a huge
Yeah,
furniture.
um, so you've had very active 2021 with live music being back up and running,
Mm.
and artists getting back to doing shows, performing as such. And you have been on tour for most of the summer, the spring. You did some shows in the fall. With everything that this world's been through, with live music being on hold for most of 2020, how did it feel just getting back to performing in front of people again?
Oh, it was great. I mean, that's what I love to do, and so it was just incredible to kind of get back out there in front of people. And so actually, this year I actually haven't released any music in about a year. So this was kind of just more of a time of building up my gigs and playing a ton. I was still working part time, and I've reduced my hours, so now I'm a full time musician. Um, so that happened in 2021, and also started just kind of prepping some recordings and things that we're going to release in the future.
So I'm glad you brought that up. Let's transition into Indiegogo.
Yeah.
You have a campaign going on as it pertains to getting some new music done. Just talk about the whole process and what are some of the perks for people that contribute to your campaign for new music.
Yeah. So I got contacted by a student studio. It was Dark Horse, which is a really Dark Horse is a really renowned studio. They've recorded some major artists. But they have a Dark Horse Institute, which is like a student educational program. And so they contacted me about doing some recording. I was planning to just kind of keep putting out singles and go that about it that way. But the cool thing about this was I was getting really professionally done audio for free. And they had an instructor there who made sure that all the raw audio was okay and fine, and I can get somebody else to mix it. But we were like, well, if this opportunity is on the table, I might as well like go ahead and jump on it. And it kind of turned into an album. We started picking out songs. Um, they said usually you could do like 3 to 5 songs, and I was like, I'm gonna bring 7. We're gonna record 7 songs in 4 days. Um, so we hammered it out and we recorded everything. And now I'm kind of in the process of like getting it mixed and just refixing some spots that we wanted to change or add. So we're still in that creative process now. But the Indiegogo account is just a website that's it's kind of like Kickstarter or like crowdfunding, where I offer perks where you can pre-purchase the album and merchandise to help support the album. So as you, I'm sure Kenny know, like from working with so many artists, like it's the recording process is actually like just the beginning, and that's expensive in itself. But then you have to pay for promotion and marketing materials, photo shoots, and actually getting the hard copies of the CDs and everything. So put out the Indiegogo account. I'm trying to raise about 7,000. We've got about 1,000 so far. We're about 2 weeks in, I think. And so one of the perks is you can get the CD. And if you're cooler than me and you just want digital files, you can also just buy digital files to download. You can buy both. You can also get t-shirts. I rebranded my logo. Actually, I'm cheesy and I brought some little pictures. So this is what the t-shirt looks like.
Ooh, getting a scoop here. I like
Yeah.
this.
So it's got the wings and the double case for Krystal King. So that's one, and that's available in about 3 different colors. Another one is one of the songs is called "I'm Somewhere Between Jesus and Jail." And so we have a women's t-shirt that you can buy like that has that logo on there. We also are going to have hats. I don't have the full design yet, but I think it's going to be like a leather patch with the Krystal King on it. We're going to have some stickers. Some of them are based off the songs. I also have a limited edition t-shirt, and this one's my personal favorite. We had her design a picture after my dog.
That's awesome. The cool hat.
So that is another one. I think there's also an option for like a sweatshirt. And if they want to get really fancy, there's some options to like purchase a house concert, purchase a personalized song that I write with the help of the person, or even if you want me to record a cover of a certain song. So there's some options for some creative things as well.
Yeah, I'm on the website right now, scrolling through the perks, and you got some really good perks. You got the CD, got the shirts, got a trucker hat, got
Hmm.
the deluxe package, and you also, you brought up the cover songs. Ooh, you even got a personalized song.
Yeah.
So that really got my attention. Uh, I'm at to look into that one. Just saying. Uh,
Yeah. Just
so
basically, you want to write a song for a loved one or for yourself, or if you have ideas, I'll basically kind of help you put that together.
I've always wanted to have a song based on this show, and so light bulb.
What show?
So yeah, this show.
Oh, this
So
show.
yeah, or maybe this interview, or I don't know.
Get
Just
you a little jingle going.
yeah. Jingle. Oh, ooh, I like that jingle. I've
There you
always
go.
found the jingle for the show.
All
Uh,
right. We'll think on
so
that one.
yeah. So if you want to contribute to Crystal's campaign, it's all her social media sites. You can it's for the House Fire EP. There's 40 days left. So if you really want to contribute to making this EP a reality, um, do what you can. And if you're unable to, just spread the word about it and see if your family, your friends, your loved ones can be an assist. Anybody that supports music in general, whether it's local or independent, and you brought it up, it ain't cheap getting this music out.
I
So
can't the amount of times people have been like, when you put out an album, when you do this, and I don't think the general population realizes like how much like work and how much like money kind of goes behind some of that stuff. So,
yeah,
and the cool thing about Indiegogo is I get the money regardless of whether I reach my goal or not. So it's just essentially like you're pre-purchasing these things. You can make donations if you want, but you don't have to. So I definitely want to like provide something for your contribution. So you're buying these things and it all goes towards back into that album. And the more I get, the more I'm able to push it out. So
awesome. So if you can help out and check out Krystal King, she's got the website. Um, and she's all over social media. She's all over the platforms. You can check out her previous music up to this point. Um, and you have anything else going on? Maybe some upcoming shows getting to the end of the year. What's next for you show wise as we get near the end of the year?
yeah, so I think I have a few local ones in Nashville at Nash House and Leaper Sport Distillery, the Sutler. I've got a few Christmas parties coming up that I'm both singing at and DJing for. And I've got a show in North Carolina at the very end of the year. So just kind of trucking it out, slowing down a little bit with the end of the year and the holidays. But yeah, so just trying to keep playing those shows and kind of really prepping on trying to get this album finished up recording. And we might have a few teaser songs that we're going to put out prior to any of the album stuff. I have a few demos we're going to do a sneak release of. So getting all that together for the rest of the year and planning for next year, planning 2022. So let me know where y'all want me to play.
Well, I will say on behalf of the Lexington, Kentucky crowd, we would love to have you back on here, whether it's Jay Winders or whether it's elsewhere in
Yeah.
Lexington. We love to have you back. I kind of wish I had a selfie with you or a picture with you before I had to go to another show that night. So hopefully, and the key word is hopefully,
Next
you'll
time.
be able to come back to Lexington at some point next year, and with the new EP and stuff. So,
Mhm.
so obviously your main focus is to get this EP going, get this campaign going. So she still got ways to go, but she's making progress with
Yeah.
it. So please be a help if you are able to. Krystal, good to hear from you. And thank you so much for wanting to do Zoom. I've been getting a little comfortable with this. And I think this is the first time this is a side by side interview. So,
Oh,
yeah, so thank you for
and we'll be
that.
able to find this on YouTube, you said?
Yeah, yes, yes, I
Ah,
am. So,
thanks for having me.
so thank you, Krystal, for your time, continued success, and hopefully we'll see you in Lexington down the road next year.
Yeah, hope so.
All right, you enjoy the rest of your night.
You too.
All right, let's wave bye to each other. All right, that was Krystal King, and we're gonna go ahead and get to the end of this